Alright, what is up, world? This is the Drunk Welshman, and today I'm bringing you Fallout Tactics, a third game in the series. Came out in the late 90s. Basically, what would happen if you married Fallout 2 with Jagged Alliance 2, and then made a plot that was considered completely non-canon. We're going to do kind of an interesting sort of playthrough, I think, something a little bit unique, something that's bit more hardcore, although I will not say it is the hardest of cores, because I am not that good. I have playtested this a little bit before. Normal makes this too easy, even as don't try to make it harder for myself. So we'll jack it up to hard, see what happens. We'll leave the language filter off, all that other fun stuff. With the very few exceptions, I'm going to leave this as a turn off the turn-based CTB mode. With the exception of some really crucial moments. One, just to keep the action going along, and two, to hopefully create a little bit of drama of what I'm doing. And of course, maximum blood, because why not? Do single player. Do new. And of course, we're going to create a new custom character because that's more fun. Let's make our dude an old man, because I say so. Name Bummer Ben. My handle. Oops. There we go. Or gamer tag, whatever. How hideously old I am. And even though everyone calls me a giant pussy, I actually am still in fact male. Darn, I thought there was blue skin on here. I was gonna turn myself into a Smurf. Oh well. Never mind. And since one of my favorite characters in pop culture wears orange, we'll go with orange. Now, the way most people will make their leader character, because, you know, they need to get them through the game, is they're going to make them good with, you know, basically good at combat. And if you don't suck at Fallout Tactics, that's okay. You don't need to have a huge pool of available soldiers. You can usually just stick with the same group the whole way through. But I'm not going to do that this way. We're putting it on tough guy mode, which means I can only record in the bunker, as it says here. And with the exception of a total party wipe or my leader being killed, I will not be resetting the game. So anyone that dies, they're gone forever. And seeing as how I expect to have a few people die, we're going to make sure I have a high charisma and have a very large pool of available soldiers to die for the Brotherhood of Steel. Turn on gifted mode, jack all these up a little bit for a small sacrifice here, because really, you only need 2 or 3 skills anyway, so taking a hit doesn't really matter, but this always helps. Don't need luck, never really cared for it. Do need agility, do need charisma, and good perception's always good. Strength. How much am I getting skill per turn? Intelligence. Let's take this down one, up that one. And we'll do fast shots since we're doing it in real time most of the time. We won't have a chance for aim shots. So this will allow me to shoot quicker, especially once I get a hold of some of the kick-ass pistols. Only 2 AP to shoot, and with 10 agility, that's a lot of shots per second. We'll leave the strength here. Power armor will make it better later, as well as bracing. And like I said, good perception. So now what do I need? Well, I'm going to need to be able to barter, since I need someone who's good at it. I'm going to need someone who's good at repairing, so I'll go ahead and make him good at that. And seeing as how I'm not going to be making too many points per turn, I'm going to go ahead, and I want to make it a little bit difficult and force myself to use the other characters rather than my hero. I only put it into energy weapons. About a fifth of the way in the game, I'll have a few energy weapons, and this will become useful. In the meantime, though, he's going to be useless in combat. And with that, here's a video for you.
Ten hut! Alright, you mutated redneck green-skinned sacks of irradiated flesh, listen up! I am Paladin Rychek. I am in charge of training you backward maggots in the art of war and survival. In my time in the Brotherhood, I have personally trained more than 50 initiates, and I am proud to say almost 14 of them are still alive and kicking.
What does almost
The
14
elders
mean?
have ordered me to mold you flabby, hip-slapping, berry-picking, rat-rubbing Brahmin kissers into capable warriors. And I am going to do it, even if it kills you. I will teach you how to eat, sleep, walk, talk, shoot, spit like a Brotherhood soldier. First level of training will be recruitment detail. You'll go to the surrounding villages and see what able-bodied primates are ready for an honest life's work. It is your duty to remind the village elders that if they want continued protection from the scum of this world, they will uphold their end of the bargain by providing resources and their best and brightest for Brotherhood training. Now get your weak-kneed, superstitious, soft-skinned, uneducated butts to the armory. You will be issued basic weapons and armor. There are 3 simple rules to follow with Brotherhood equipment. If you damage your weapon, you will spend a week in the box. If you damage your armor, you will spend a week in the box. If you lose either, I'll kill you myself. And one final thing, ladies. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Steel.
At ease, Initiate. My name is General Barnaky. I will be giving you your orders before every mission. But before that, I'd like to personally welcome you aboard. Considering that the Brotherhood basic training attrition rate is 85%, you should be very proud of yourself. Now, on to business. 2 nights ago, raiders invaded the resource-rich tribal village of Brahmanwood. Their losses have been heavy, and they are now ready to accept the Brotherhood's conditions for protection. We will return their lands and rescue these primitive people in exchange for food and a portion of their older children for new recruits. We must expand our ranks to meet our objectives, which makes every village count. I don't know what is driving the raiders this close to our base of operations, but they have been punishing the surrounding area. Brahmanwood is one of many villages that is now occupied by raiders. The inhabitants that did not escape have been slain or imprisoned. Make no mistake, Initiate, they have killed a fair amount of our brothers. Do not underestimate them. You will take your squad to Brahmanwood, locate and eliminate the leader of the group of raiders. Once he is removed, his followers will surely fall into disarray. You will then use the Brotherhood's superior might and intellect to butcher the remaining criminals. This is a standard assault mission, so consult the map in your Pip-Boy for the latest intelligence on the area. One more thing, warrior. You must ensure that the village elder survives. He is the key to our plans for this town. According to the local tribal custom, he alone deals with outsiders. Without him, we can have no agreement with the rest of the tribe. Dismissed.
Oh yeah, I love the fact that they got R. Lee Emery to do this. Pop quiz, what's everyone's favorite character played by Mr. Emery? Me, I'm a huge fan of Sergeant Hills from Frighteners. I know most people will say Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, but the Sergeant Hills character, you get Hartman in there, then you get a bunch of different costume changes for him, and, I just think that's fun. Anyway, gonna stop the video here before we start our first mission, which will probably end up resulting in me being very frustrated and getting killed a few times. So we'll see how that goes, and see you next time.